Hello, welcome to the live stream. In this tutorial, I will show you how to make a banger. Step 1, you want to rip Radio Disney's Kids Jams volumes. I should probably hit record. Okay, let's try this again. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I should probably close these. Appears that I have some sound. We're going to test out a little bit of audio. Step 1, you want to rip Radio Disney's Kids Jams. Get out of here. Volume 6. It's very important that we go to 6. 2004, JoJo-ish era, except for JoJo was a little too late. So now we have ourselves quite the conundrum. How do we make a breakcore song really stand out with vocals when it really wasn't even designed for vocals in the first place? This is my student's song, Eli, aka Steam Wolf, on the socials, at Steam Wolf with an O for the O, I mean 0 for the O, you know what I mean. He took about 6 months to make this, start to finish, and today he mixed and mastered it. Good for him. Look at that. It's beautiful. So you're probably asking, well, what's the importance of this all in the grand scheme of things? It's mostly so I can teach him a lesson, because I'm paid to do so. So here we are. The track from start to finish sounds like this, with a special permission from Mr. Steamwolf, aka do not redistribute until he's ready. Eli, if you're watching, it's past your bedtime. wild. Hopefully that sounds cool on the YouTube. If you're not in, then you should be. Give me 1 second to actually send this out. Copy and paste. This never seems to work. I think it's by design that it can't advertise additional services, which makes sense. Controls you if a copyright claim is intense, I guess. But anyways, that's pretty cool. The thing is, as I realize, more often than not, I need more additional content. And in this case, we have Radio Disney Kids Jams Volume 6. So, let's start with the first track, but I realized Hillary Duff may or may not sound alright. So I'm just going to use that loop. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm going to go ahead and change out my settings. So hear me out. I think we're good. So I'm going to create a new track. Here's new track. Solo it. Here we go. I'm going to hit record here in a sec. Okay, cool. So now I take that part, go ahead and pause the track. For the record, this is coming from a CD. Radio Disney's Kids Jam Volume 6. Grew up with those in my consciousness, and there's no way of getting rid of it, which is fine. Anyways. Here we got this. If I take this all the way up and then lower my volume, should have a nice little nice 4, 3, 2, 1. So this would fall on the 5, which means that this is our beat right here. Command L. Oh yeah. I think I know where I want to go with this, so I'm going to... it's a little weak. I'm going to go ahead and just keep it complex. So that sounds a little weird. Let's times it by 2, or no, sorry, divide by 2. That's cute. No, the snare lands on the right places, so I'm going to go ahead and just take this part, consolidate it, right-click, separate stems. Again, 12/4. If you don't have it, sorry. And I just want, pretty sure it's going to be the drums, and that's it. So drums and that. Give it about 2 seconds, the internet, and there we go. So now, got the drums. They may or may not be all that great, but let's take a look. So, can anybody pick out what that drum kit is? It's kind of a good one. That hi-hat should give it away. That hi-hat is, and I slowed this down, I believe, maybe not so much, but in the recording, that hi-hat is coming from a TR-909 or a 505. I'm gonna guess it sounds like kind of a dirtier hi-hat, so maybe it is a 505, but I don't think it's a 505. Take this, put it right down there, and just look up drums 909. That's my first guess. But then the 505 is a pretty close fit to that. In both of these, I'll create a new MIDI clip with open hi-hat as a selection. And now, between the two, I'll be able to, is it, or is it, I think it might be the 505. So this is on the beat, so I'm going to go ahead and drag that one E and so on the and. This is all getting somewhere, I promise. Take the 909 and the 606. I'm going to group it together here in this individual group. Go ahead and drag this down. We have the 909 and this 505 right down below. Now you can see right there it is. I think it's going to be the 505. I just have a feeling it's the 505. Oh, maybe not. Oh, 707? No way. It's a 707. I'm sorry. Dang. So now, I guess it was kind of close. It's a bit of a short throw. Cool. If we go into the sample itself, there we go. Give it a little gallop, one shot, with a fade out. Quite a. And I believe it's preceded with a close hi-hat. Anyway, so now the point is basically ooh, almost. And it just has a shelf on it, so why not just add a channel EQ to the end, right? And then all you gotta do is just carve it right out in the middle. Yep. Remarkably easy. I'm pretty sure I was gonna go somewhere else with this. I think I was gonna mix, actually, but we're gonna see what happens. I do have direct audio, and I have been trying to challenge myself by mixing different genres or just different BPMs and trying to make that work. I call them in a pickle mixes. Less lows, less highs. Yeah. Whoops. There we go. A little catchy on the end. And then a little. Okay. Well, we don't need to recreate the wheel. There it is. Anyways, I've been using a 909. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The song's actually pretty good. I don't want the vocals necessarily, although I think they would kind of work. No, they wouldn't work. I'm gonna, before I destroy this completely, you know, props to my man Eli. He sure knows how to make a banger. I think I've exported this part, but if not, I'm just going to do this really quick. I'm going to show you a mix that I pre-recorded earlier today. This is what you're looking at right now are two parallel tracks. The top one is direct audio into the VR4 HD that I have below me. And this track, the blue one, is the tape saturated one. So I have a nice little tape. Got a good old Kenny, classic Kenny sound. Always distorts, that's the best part. Open harmonics sound really pretty on tape, especially when you run it hot, and I mean hot, like +6. In the analog domain, you're looking at +24, just because everything's logarithm scale. So hinders the ability to catch it with a limiter without pumping. So what you end up creating is a even number harmonic distortion above the clip line, which is +6 in this case. Now, +6 is just +1 above where line phono is. In this case, line phono, which is just the red and white cables, are being fed through from a little DAC that I have sitting on top of my other DAC. Got two DACs on top of each other. It's pretty hot. That spits out high quality audio from Ableton into the tape saturator as a send. And then I just capture it rerouted back into the VR4HD. And the sound is remarkable. I'll just play it without any kind of immediate saturation. Now I'm going to slowly introduce tape saturation. So that's the tape. What you're hearing is a crunchy ass tape on top of the mix. How's it look now? So, anyways, the point is the mix doesn't. A lot of people like pristine, digital, clean mixes. I don't know, maybe going through a rebellious phase or something. But mostly, I like doing mixes where it sounds as if it were recorded live at the club, a little hot with a little tequila spilt on the contacts. That's what I like. I like it hitting on the reds and then sometimes on the double reds. Because in reality, a Pioneer DJ mixer in general, or Alpha Theta mixer as you call it, would have about plus 12 decibels headroom. Plus, consider the front of house. Never, ever does any DJ consider the front of house optimally controlling their input volume as they play their mix. So they constantly either turn it up or they turn it ridiculously down. And this is conscientious engineer trying to mix a few tracks together at the very last minute. You could see that there is still quite a dynamic range, but the way that you compensate for this dynamic range, which is about +6, right here I'm hitting, I'm peaking, bro, like really hot right there. But then you look over here, wow, sausage. Beautiful thing, you're looking at the tape down below on the blue. When I really zoom into it, you can see just exactly how much I push out. And I am also very careful not to line these up precisely, otherwise you get flange. Ultimately, just a slight amount of delay gives you a room. And that's what we're going for on the bottom track, is to give kind of this saucy sounding sizzle. And it's mostly mid. Crazy how it works. It's all about contrast. A good mix in general, when you're mixing, especially drum and bass, a consistently flared, very compressed, I mean even my edit, my most recent drum and bass edit, it hits because it's guttural on its oversaturated parts. I'm careful not to actually push 0, but I am very realistically hitting about -0.5 on the peaks. And then from there, I saturate it, compress it, limit it, and then I try to shape it. And ultimately, you just want to fit that into a full puzzle piece. So anyways, this sounds pretty dope. I'm going to go ahead, give it the old toot scoot out. Call this, let's see, what's today? 519. Codakolor DMB sizzle reel. God, my mixes don't follow anything. If it's an official mix, it used to be an Uber mix, but I've since retired the Uber mix about 10 years ago, just for the reason that I wasn't putting out genuinely good content. I was more so just mixing what was popular or what I had stolen on Beatport. And between the tracks that really do deserve being stolen on Beatport, believe me, there's as many redistros or otherwise unauthorized full access libraries online, DJ delivery, would basically give you access to the world's hottest music as it is being played globally. To comprehend this, about 100 years ago, record stores had just popped up. And it's crazy, we have the medium today. I was actually playing a record as a reference to my student who really, I mean, I'm sure has heard plenty of analog record scratching, but hasn't heard a clean reproduction transferred via $600 cartridge using a crappy $100 turntable, shout out Brandon Matson, into a very well attenuated hi-fi low floor noise system that I have. And if you're on the chat, you can see it's a pretty dang good system. If you aren't roadlining, you aren't hoadlining. Exactly. It's visceral, not guttural. It's true. Well, I don't know. Visceral's more guttural. It just sounds like I'm going bowling or something. Okay. Anyways, I got that. We're good. Let's go into the really good stuff here. There's a track I called Ex-Wife. Don't save. I did save it earlier, so we're good. QQ. I'm gonna open up a track that I call Ex-Wife, not because I have one, but rather because there's a famous tagger around town by the pseudo Ex-Wife. Quite a good name, solid name. I'm dedicating all my life and my work and my children's money. All of it's going directly to support the arts when I die. So I don't know how much money that exactly is going to be, but that'll be a decent amount. I just gotta make it. I'm looking for my external hard drive. With the waveforms. The way. Fuck. Where's my fire? Hot. It's the problem with having an apartment that's all dark. I just don't know. Where is it? Ableton? Okay, I guess it probably is. Oh, you know what? I know exactly where my... So this red bar that's right down below indicates when you've messed up. And, you know, it takes a real man to admit that. By the way, tomorrow I'm helping demolish Temple Nightclub. It's a weird thing to say, but it's true. Actually hired to basically de-rig the place. Regis is trying to liquidate assets, and we all know this. We all know we may not get paid. It's really kind of funny, actually. I don't think many people are comprehensively understanding that there's about $100 to $200,000 deficit currently occurring with Paul, the owner of Temple's original lease, which is why Regis has barred pretty much anybody, including Walt White. A lot of people's equipment is still in there, and that is not rightfully Paul's, so he's going to try to reclaim it. Your boy, you know, give me the ceiling. All right, I will. Here's the ceiling. You're welcome. Okay. So I will... Oh, wait, you want me to give you the ceiling? Oh, yeah. All 2,850 lights. I got you, dude. I got you. It's okay. They're all individuals anyway. It's going to be like... I'm probably going to have a bucket of lights that I'm just going to walk out with. Like, okay, well, I'll see you guys later. For the record, I'm not stealing anything from Temple. Maybe just the little sign that Jacob Stadfield put. Redline Ranch, Pixel Pass. I gotta take all those ones. Those are top kek. Okay, so we are back in our cold environment, but no more red bar on the bottom. That means that everything works. This is what this song sounds like.
Just say, yeah.